pretty lit.
Oh no, I just seen that you just downloaded that. I seen it on my
phone. It's pretty lit.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free.
I might have to.
We need a third. I mean, well, we don't need you, but we need a third.
It's not my career though. Those players already have their stats and stuff. You know what I'm
saying? Kinda. You have they give you like free ones or whatever but they'll go like eventually. Yeah. Like you can use them, but like I have, you have like a couple that you can use. The more you play, you get coins, stuff like that. You buy packs if you want to. Sometimes you just get stuff from like achievements or whatever, and you upgrade them. You can like upgrade them better and better. Because right now, like the ones you have are just like level 1. I got 2 that are level 6 and 7 right now.
So you said Madden, and I was playing Madden. I played Lydia earlier this week. They got it from their brother has the disc, I think, so they wanted to play because I was tired of losing at FIFA, so I wanted to play something that I would actually be able to win in. What up, J-Liz? Hey, Bree.
Hi, Bree. Stupid. Hello, J-Liz.
And so I played them. I lost, Trini.
I don't doubt it.
I lost by 1 point.
They sweat. They sweat on Madden. They sweat on FIFA, and
I'm not because I'm better than them in Madden. That is point blank in the period. And I was mad because, all right, let me tell you what happened. You know that if I lose, I lose, right? I'm not one to complain about something unless I genuinely, like, I'll play the game and I'll take my L's. I'm not going to complain about something unless I genuinely feel like it had something to do with the fact that I lost.
Right.
So it's just like when I lost to Pinto in that game when we were playing that
league. Yeah.
So we were playing and we did 3 randoms, right? They ended up with the Bills, I think, and I had the Cardinals, right? So, first, I think, hey, no problem, Bree, I got you. I think the very first series, they got the ball in their first pass I picked off. I had like 5 interceptions on them by the end of the game, and I think I ran one of them back. Anyway, so we're playing the game.
So you picked it off. You had 5 interceptions.
Yeah. I picked them off 5 times.
And you lost?
I threw like 4. But two of them were ones that, like, you know how somebody goes up and tries to catch it and it gets batted around a little bit and somebody comes up with the ball. 2 of the ones that I threw were like that. When they threw them to me, all 5 interceptions were, I think only one of them wasn't user, but me looking at the route and just snagging it, undercutting the route and just snagging the ball. So you know how, now remember, I lost by 1 point. You know how my Wi-Fi has been tripping out the past 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
So in Madden, what is the 1 point that you lag the most when you're playing? When you play Madden online against somebody, what is the one thing that lags the worst when you do it?
On Madden.
You playing online against somebody in Madden, where does lag affect you the most?
When you're about to hike it.
Well, then there too.
I get that a lot. I don't really like
that when you're about to kick it.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah.
So you know how bad it lags on the kick, right?
Yep.
I missed 2 or 3 extra points because of the lag. So I ended up having to go for 2 all the time, and you can barely go for 2. You can barely make those. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to go for 2 and get it. So that happened. So there's 2-3 points right there that I don't get back that I win the game. Now, how do you have? See, this is where Madden just doesn't make sense because you have DeAndre Hopkins, who is a 99 and one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in the game, right?
Right.
2 or 3 of the picks that I threw it up to DeAndre Hopkins in one-on-one coverage. Tell me who is picking you off in one-on-one coverage with DeAndre Hopkins? Who? Nobody is the answer.
Well, I haven't been able to do it against you, so I don't know.
So how I do it against somebody else, it don't make no sense to me. But that happened. So there's a couple drives that ended because of stuff like that. And this is what made me really mad. So they're on their last drive. I score a touchdown. I think I went for 2 anyway. I'm up by 6 points, whatever. And it is the last 22 seconds left on the clock. They get the ball. They throw 4 verts or Hail Mary or whatever. They get the ball to their own 30-yard line. So I'm like, dang, I sold, right? But I still have a chance because it's online. You lag on the kick. Let me ice the kicker and then throw it off, and I might win because of that. Cheney, when it was time for me to ice the kicker, I'm talking. There's 2 seconds left. They call a timeout, right?
Right.
Up, here I am, pushing the button. Push the timeout button. I pushed it at least 20 times. No timeout given. They didn't give me a timeout. I couldn't even ice the kicker.
And that's how you lost?
They kicked the field goal and won. And that's how I lost.
That is a tragedy.
Yeah, you're telling me. I was not happy. I was not happy.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Is Borderlands good? Have you ever really played it? I didn't play it.
My sister played it. My sister really likes it. I've been thinking because it's free right now, right? It's the free month.
It's free for me.
Oh, that's crazy. I've thought about it.
Because it's in your account. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I think it's one of the free games of the month, isn't it?
I don't see the free games of the month.
I've been thinking about downloading it and playing it though.
Because I saw it and I was like,
and I think that's one of the ones you can play co-op too. That's really why I thought about getting it because the other show.
You can definitely play 4 people. So.
Yeah, it's a co-op game. So I've thought about getting it for the Amigos show, or not for Amigos, but for the Jugamos. But I don't know anything about it really, so I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Yeah, and it showed that you have one. Do you have Fallout 4 as a disc at all, or any?
Yeah, I bought a couple of the Fallouts, and
it says you have Fallout 4, but it's locked. So I'm guessing that's probably a disc.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it, but then I realized that it was a disc, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a disc.
A tragedy. I've never played it, and I kind of wanted to, but can't.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Yeah, imagine getting this.
I never had friends, remember, Cheney? So I just always had whatever was there.
You still don't, so I mean, I get it.
That is a great point, honestly. It's a fantastic point.
I know. Well, I know.
I gotta download this Subnautica game. I'm curious now. I wasn't interested in it at all, but might as well. I'm gonna add
I don't know if it's still free. I'm gonna keep it being. It was free when I got it.
It is. I just.
Yeah. I mean, if you like ocean, underwater stuff, you can go right ahead and play it.
I don't know what I like and don't like. Resident Evil. There's a new Resident Evil game?
Yeah. 8.
Oh, only for PS5.
Damn.
Bruh, I'm so mad I can't get a PS.
Just get it, though.
I'm not dropping 9 stacks for a PS5.
It's 800, bro. 700, 750, 780 from me.
Bro, I'm telling you.
If you find it from the right person.
I'm about to buy this. That's what I'm about to buy. No, I can't do it. I'm gonna wait till next week. Wait, how long is it on sale? Because that's a fun game. I like the first 2. Watch Dogs Legion. I really want to play it. It's 50% off. What is Gang Beasts?
I can't really explain it. Let's say it's 4 of us, right? 4 of us go into a map and try to knock each other out and throw each other out of the map, and then they lose, and then it's just round after round after round until whoever wins. And then their bodies are like this, so that you're just swinging and grabbing each other and picking each other up. It's funny and fun to play, but You just gotta know people.
Does it have to be with 4 people?
Yeah.
Dead.
Can't really play by yourself. It's like it's more fun with people.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so. Oh.
Hello, you guys. This is the AfroLatinos podcast. Thank you for coming. I'm Chandler. This is Alvin. Oh, this is Alvin. And today we're gonna talk about some stuff.
You ready to start? I'm sorry. I was just looking at the PlayStation Store. All right, you ready?
I mean, I guess.
Let's do this thing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, AfroLatinos. This is your co-host, Alvin.
And Chandler.
And today we're going to talk about a lot of random stuff. There's not really any rhyme or reason for this episode, just some funny stories and some interesting stories that I saw. And I just want to talk about them. So here we are. I want to start with the video that I just saw on Twitter earlier today. Somebody shared it, and I thought it was funny. So I wanted to see if you thought it was funny too, Cheney, and the people watching. So here you go. This is what tab do I have open? Oh, I have it open. I'm drunk. And I'm just gonna say this right now. That's annoying. All right, I forgot I didn't have it open on Chrome. All right, here we go. Stop. You play too much. All right, so this is from a man named on TikTok.
Your tabs are closed too, right?
What did you say?
Nothing, doesn't matter.
Oh, this is from a TikToker named Devin Palmer. And I thought it was very funny. Very funny. All right. All right, you can see it, right, Cheney?
Yeah. Oh.
You saw this already?
Play.
Hey, Dad, I was just wondering if you wanted to go outside and toss around the... Hey, Dad, I was just wondering if you wanted to go outside and play some catch. You got this. Sorry, buddy, I'm just really busy right now. I love you, but I'm sorry, I'm just really busy right now. Hey, Dad,
it's like funny and then like kind of like pain.
It's like cringy and painful all to say. It's like it's the kid rehearsing, and I was just talking about this with my coworker today. We're talking about, like, when you were a kid and you would grow up and you would have to like hype yourself up to ask your parents to do anything. You're like, hey, can so and so come over after church today? Ask your mother.
We're practicing it.
He says, ask your father. You just gotta like stand in front of a mirror, like you got this, you can do this, even though they're gonna get shut down. But like, imagine you show up to ask him and they're like already practicing. How does
so crazy? Nah, look, this is what you do. You stand out, you pace from like going to their door and walking away, going to the door, walking away, right? You walk into the room, you sit there, you try to have a conversation, you feel me? You're like, hey, yeah, it's like, and then you build up the courage, you're watching the TV with them, and you're like, oh, that's crazy, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then you'll be like, yeah, so yeah, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? If that doesn't work, you go to your cousin, your friend, and tell them to ask for you.
You can't ask yourself. No. Hey, James, you go ask my mom if you can come over today, because if I ask her, she's gonna say no, but she's not gonna say no to you. So yeah, we definitely.
That's a fact.
But growing up, I was never. There were like 3 people whose houses I was allowed to go to, and they were all church people. So like growing up, before middle school, high school, like if you were coming over and you didn't go to my church, like my parents didn't know you, you had to come to my house. I couldn't go to your house. But that discussion,
they couldn't even come to my house. They
that
couldn't go. I couldn't go.
Yeah, that inner monologue right there. Should I do it? I should ask right now, right? That is the most painful thing,
bro. You gotta make sure they're in a good mood and everything. You look at them, it's like it's probably not a great time to ask them. They're gonna say no if they're mad. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna bother them.
Exactly. So it was it's a rough life. But I saw that video on Twitter literally moments before the show started today, and I just had to share it. I thought it was funny, cringy and funny at the same time. All right. So first topic of the day. Last week's episode of AfroLatinos was awesome. We had a special guest, Dr. Lowry Woodall, joining us to talk about all things WrestleMania. And I'm not gonna lie to you, WrestleMania did not disappoint. There were a couple matches that I could have done without, but I think even the matches that they were mostly the matches that I was expecting to not enjoy. But the one that I was expecting not to enjoy, for me, was the biggest and best match of WrestleMania, point blank, period. Either day, didn't matter. That match with Bad Bunny. Prince. Listen, so I don't listen to a lot of Spanish. You're so dumb. I don't listen to a lot of Spanish music because I just don't, right? So I knew who Bad Bunny was. I've heard some stuff he's been on, but I don't mess with his music like that, really. But I'm telling you, that match had me thinking differently.
That is the best celebrity fight I have ever seen in WWE. He put as much effort as anybody in that place.
It looked like he had just been doing it already. Like there were some stuff, of course, you could see like, oh, he's a little rusty on this, but he's doing moves like legit WWE superstars do. And
Hurricane, bro.
That Hurricane Rana, he did the little top off the thing off the top. They called the that one move something Sunrise. They called the one where he flipped John Morrison.
Yeah. Outside of that,
bro.
Yeah.
That was I legit, and you know this because I just got it on Thursday. If you go back and watch our episode of Juguemos from Thursday, I was wearing my Bad Bunny shirt. I legit, after WrestleMania, we watched the match that night. I bought a Bad Bunny shirt because
we were like, yeah, we got it. I didn't get one. I'm a little tight right now, but I definitely thought about it. I definitely did.
And I probably shouldn't have done it.
But you buy a lot of stuff on impulse, so
I'd be buying a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, that match was absolutely crazy, and I'm glad that I got to watch it. Some of the other matches, they were all right. Proud of Cesaro, Rollins,
Randy Orton, and Bray the Fiend. It was all right.
Had a legit match finally, but
finally.
And we watched Raw the other night to see what would like the backlash of what happened. There's a whole weird. It's something happening. It's weird. I don't know if I like.
I saw that Alexa Bliss has like a friend or whatever. Very creepy. Very weird.
Very odd. Very, very, very.
It's just not the same anymore. You know, it's not what it used to be. The crowd. Well, first of all, the crowd is what made it like Now we got Zoom videos, which is great because it used to be very quiet in the beginning, but it's just not the same anymore. Like the storylines just aren't hitting anymore like that. But I'll watch it. It's very interesting.
I mean, it's still entertainment. At the end of the day, it's not going to be like the most riveting thing in the world, but there's some interesting stuff. And then we had some releases this week from the WWE the week after WrestleMania. You usually see a lot of change the week after. And we saw some wrestlers who were released from their contracts. Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Mickey James was released from the company. Samoa Joe, which we actually talked about him last week, trying to figure out what was really going on with him. They pulled him from commentary. I remember Monday they had a new commentator on Raw. And then I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, they announced that they were releasing him. So I don't know where he's going to end up or what he's going to do, but wish him the best, and hopefully he just made the best decision for him. And then there was somebody else that I wanted to. There's somebody else that I was thinking of.
Velveteen Dream.
Oh, I don't want to talk about him. He's trash. He's a trash can. Oh, do you know who just joined the SmackDown commentary team yesterday?
Who?
Pat McAfee. You know what I'm talking about? He was the punter for
Pat McAfee. Yes, I was like, where did that name come from? And I've seen him on the fantasy.
Yeah, Pat McAfee was the punter for the Colts for like forever.
Yeah,
he's a super outspoken personality. He's actually wrestled in NXT. He's had matches like with Adam Cole. He had a little rivalry thing going on down there in NXT as a wrestler.
Adam Cole?
Yeah, he's pretty big. So now I guess he's a permanent fixture on the commentary desk for SmackDown. So I didn't watch it yesterday, but I've heard good things. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, overall, very successful 2 nights of WrestleMania. Sorry to see some of these wrestlers go and wish them the best. But on to the next topic. All right. You know how sometimes people be doing stuff and they think they're doing well or they're doing right, and then they just, miss the mark. People have good intentions and it just never seems to work out the way they wanted to, right? So the WNBA, this is in Time Magazine yesterday. The WWE, the WNBA has pulled a controversial jersey just days after unveiling it.
They show it and then they just
they're like, hey, check out this new little thing. Yeah, never mind. I'm out. So the Dallas Wings. Let me see if there's a picture of the jersey. The Dallas Wings released a jersey. Let's see if I can find it. I don't have the picture. I have the story, but I don't have the picture. That's unfortunate. Did you know there's only like 12 teams in the WNBA?
I'm pretty sure they added more too. Like Aces is new. This is a new team. When I got into 2K, like there was like another team added since like 2K20. So I was like,
they don't even have the Dallas ones on here. They really pulled it. It was just like nobody will ever be able to see these ever again. Nobody ever again. But anyway, the Dallas Wings are kind of in the eye of the media right now because they released a jersey to honor the Wasps or the Wasp Corps. This was a special group called the Women Air Force Service Pilots during World War II. There were 1,074 women who served in the Wasp Corps during World War II. These were the first women to ever fly for the U.S. military. And after training in Sweetwater, Texas, they were tasked with performing crucial domestic flying duties like ferrying military planes and serving on low target squadrons. So that sounds great, right? Supporting the military, supporting the troops, honoring this group of women that were so instrumental during World War II and really set the bar. Except there's a problem.
What's the problem?
This group, this WASP Corps, specifically did not allow a single black applicant into the program. The article says that while a handful of women of color served in the unit, not a single black applicant was accepted into the program. And what stands out is that while the rest of the military and the auxiliary services were segregated, they at least allowed African Americans to participate. So this group, they let some of us in, but if you were black, you weren't allowed in this group. And so the WNBA. Are you calling Huh? What happened?
There was like somebody was calling somebody or something like that. I was like, is that you? Is that me? I think it was in the hallway. I was like, what the heck?
So the WNBA, which is comprised of a very, very large number of African American women, the Dallas team was gonna try and make these black women wear these jerseys that advertised a group that didn't accept black women. Like, hello?
It was like, go women, but you forgot that it was no black women. So I was like, let me
This
Let me
says
take that back from you real quick.
this tweet. Somebody tweeted said, "Imagine making black women wear a jersey that celebrates an organization that wouldn't let black women in it." Bro, the WNBA, they got some problems, man. They really have some. Isn't that there's an owner of the WNBA of a team, and she, I don't want to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure she was running for office, and she was like very outspoken on the wrong side of the election, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a whole thing, man. With all the social justice efforts that have been going around and just trying to do right by everybody and give people equal treatment and stuff, like, come on, son.
Come on, son.
You can't be doing that. All right. Unfortunate for the WNBA. I'm interested to see if they revamp a little bit and try and do something new with this. I guess I don't really know what it's going to look like, but we'll see what the new Dallas jersey is going to look like. Like, some of these jerseys are pretty tough. Cheney, have you seen any of them?
I think I saw somewhere when they released it. Hello? Are you okay?
Yeah. Me?
Okay. Yeah, you're lagging.
Was I lagging? Oh my! I'm not even doing anything, and I'm lagging. It's so annoying. Listen, I'm really about to square up with somebody, bro, about this Wi-Fi. My dad called the Wi-Fi people. They said everything works fine on our end. And like, my PlayStation says everything's working fine on my end too, but it's not. And if you watch any of these shows over the last 2 weeks, you'll see that it's not. I unplugged my Ethernet cable. Well, I didn't unplug it, but I switched the PlayStation from off the Ethernet to the Wi-Fi, and it's been working better. So maybe the cord is just going bad or something. I just don't know anymore, bro. But I'm sick of the lag. I can't take it anymore. I just want to be able to go back to 3 weeks ago when I could just play stuff every day and not have a problem. I'm sick of it. All right. Here's a story that I'm also sick of. And this is a doozy. So the headline reads, "White teacher used the N-word on a black student and got her glasses smashed." And I saw this morning on Facebook, and all right. So here's the story. There was a student, a black student, at Holdenville High School. I think this is in Oklahoma. And this student was on his phone and was being defiant. Okay. So the teacher physically blocked and grabbed the student after he said he would walk home. In a recorded video, the student called the teacher the B word and retaliated by grabbing his book bag. Man, he said, the student, "You better watch where you touch me." And then the teacher responded, "You better get yourself over there, N-word. Do it."
Oh my.
And then the teacher apparently had no problems with what she said, and the class was like that meme.
What did she say? And she was like, "I ain't saying no wrong." You did.
And the teacher said, she apparently tried to justify it, said, "I asked you what would happen if I said it, right? And you didn't think it was okay." I don't know. After the student who got called the N-word, he grabbed the teacher's glasses off her face and threw them.
I would have done it too. Like, hello?
I'm just surprised. Listen, here's the thing, Cheney. It could be whatever. Okay. From the moment that I started teaching, as a black male. From the moment I started teaching, the thought always is in my head. What happens if and when somebody acts up and lets the N-word slip? My first thought has always been, what happens when I'm working before I got my teaching job, at the grocery store? Because
I'm black at the grocery store. I'm blacking off somebody that call me.
Like people, there's that video that's going around on TikTok right now.
The guy on the airplane.
The guy on the airplane with the Burger King crown on.
Why you have to have a Burger King crown? I'm so sick.
Yeah, he looked like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, by the way. But he also
did, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
He got the smile of the guy of Joker from Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and then he's got the face of Ollie's, the mascot from Ollie's. So But anyway, people be getting bold with their racism, bro. So I have legitimately waited for that day that some old, customer comes in or somebody gets upset because they couldn't get a rain check or you know what I'm saying, I told them they couldn't do something and they act up because I'm coming across the counter and I'm coming across the counter and it's on site.
Oh my God, yeah. Now
and so the thought has always crossed my mind. Am I willing to go to jail for beating down a kid? Because I'm waiting for it to happen. Because kids are stupid. And I don't want to have to do it.
But look, they learn from somewhere, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm calling their parents. And if they have some sort of attitude that they said it and it seems like you're the problem, I'm beating the parents up. Then I don't have to beat up the kid. Because they taught them that.
Matter of fact, hey, we have a parent-teacher conference right now. Come on down to the school. I got something I want to say to you real quick. Come on down right now. But I'm telling you, did I ever tell you this story? It almost happened to me one time during my student teaching. I won't say any names because it ain't nobody's business. I was doing my student teaching. I was at the front of the classroom.
I won't say any names, Michael. I
was teaching my lesson, and I don't know if you know this, and I try to tell my students all the time because they just don't seem to get it. I have exceptional hearing, especially like in the classroom. Like I can hear everything that happens. If you're talking about something you don't want me to hear, don't talk about it in my classroom because I'll hear you, right? So I had this kid while I was teaching. Now, this kid was white, and he was talking to another white student.
Right.
And he said something akin to, like, what you gonna do about it? And then he let the N-word fly. Now, the soft A, it wasn't the hard ER, it was the soft A. I don't care, first of all. So I stopped what I'm doing, and I looked back at the back of the classroom. I said, excuse me? What was that? Bro, you heard the expression deer in headlights. This dude look said, you wanna run that by me again?
Do you want to say? I just want to hear it. Do you want to say it again? I want to know what you said.
I said, so you said it once. You might as well go ahead and say it again. And I don't think that many people heard it, but I heard it, and it was enough for me. And I said, I am glad at this moment that you are at the back of the classroom and that I am at the front of the classroom, because if I was close to you right now,
so let's say he would have been in the front row, right in front of you, and he said that.
Cheney, I might have gone to jail that day. I don't know. I might have
picked him up from his chair like, yo.
I was so mad. Like, I'm not a fighting person, right? I feel like you really have to do something to upset me enough to want to fight you. But that day, at that moment, and it was a kid that really worked my nerves on a good day, just doing what he just normally. And that day in particular, bro, I'm telling you, I was calm, but you could tell I will knock your skull off your shoulders. I said, I need you to understand that I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth for the rest of the. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to nobody else. You are going to sit in your chair and be quiet for the rest of the period. And if you say another word, it's going to be a problem. My co-op teacher was like, what did he say? She was a white lady. She was like, what did he say? And I was like, look, I told her, I was just like, look, it's over. It's done. I just need him to understand it's not going to happen. Did you ever get in any fights in school, Cheney?
Nah, I was a good kid in school. I never fought nobody.
No, you never got in a fight at all?
Nah.
You lying. Why are you lying, Cheney? Tell the truth. Don't lie to the audience. You got in a fight?
I didn't really get no fights, you feel me? It wasn't fights. It was, just couple punches here, couple punches there.
You got suspended?
It's twice, yes. Listen. The first time, you feel me? Like I was sick of this man talking crazy to me. I hit him a couple times. He hit me a couple times, and I give him respect for that. You feel me? Like he hit me, and I was like, ah. And then for some reason, I tried to pick him up, and I hit my head off the floor. I was unconscious for like a couple. I don't remember. It was a couple seconds. It wasn't that long. I woke up. There's like people around me, like the teacher in front of me. I was like, yo, back up.
Back up. I just fell out. You good?
Yeah, bro, word to everything. I thought I got knocked out, and I was pissed. I was like, ain't no way I got knocked out my first fight. Ain't no way. I went to the office, and the vice principal was like, Miss Weiss at the time. She said so it looks like you tried to do some wrestling move and you hit your head off the floor. I was like,
I'm deceased.
It's like, thank God.
Hey, it's time for the pedigree. Wait, I'm not supposed to be in the bottom of the
pedigree. Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? I got, my mom. Was she there? I don't remember. I it was in the office, stuff, we talked. I was about to walk out, go home because I'm suspended. And I see the kid, and I'm like, yeah, my fault, I said, we talking. I was like, we were cool, and he was like, I'm sorry. I was like, no, my bad, we all right. So him and I were cool. And then the second time, this guy was talking about like I ain't wearing no fashion, like no clothes, no like designer and shit like that, like all year, like since basketball season. And I was like letting it rock. I was like, I don't care. Like I wear Nike. I wear mad Nike shit. Like I'm okay with that. I don't need to be wearing nothing fancy. And like I was talking to his sister and whatnot, and he like stopped it. He talked to his mom and was like, oh yeah, I don't like him. It's like, okay, whatever. And this man Johnny was like,
you said his name?
I say Johnny. I go fuck. Nah, Johnny was like, I didn't say the guy. No, Johnny was like, it was like the period before. I told him, I was like, when I see him, I'm probably gonna rock him. And Johnny was like, I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't. I was like, I won't do it. All right.
Oh, that was one of those. Hey, I bet you won't. So, hey, you a punked up. So you a punk. Huh?
I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I heard you. I was gonna wait till the period was over. I walked to my class and I see him down the hall. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go see this man right now. Put my stuff down and I go over. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, what's the problem with you? Like, what do you have against me? I ain't doing nothing wrong. He's like, oh, shut the fuck up. I was like, shut up. I just turned him and I socked him and he didn't get to hit me. And I was kind of like, it was like for like, it was like, you sucker punch. And I was like, hey, sucker punch. I turned him around and then I hit him. So really, ain't no sucker punch.
Bruh,
but yeah.
What's crazy is people in high school, like people that fight just to fight are stupid anyway. Like I think fighting is dumb usually, but like in high school, people be fighting about is usually nothing like You have no reason to want to fight over it, right?
8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, they'll be fighting the hallways for no reason. I'm like,
you just woke up at 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock you pull up to school and you want to get in a fight? Like, are you okay? I remember in high school though, when fights would happen, it was always the most like important thing in the world. Like everybody had to know exactly what happened, who fought, what, bro. A fight happened right outside my locker one year. Two Spanish girls started pulling each other's hair and started slapping and punching each other, bro. There was hair on the floor outside my locker after the fight was over. That's disgusting.
Bro, there was a one fight at like during lunch or some shit, and like there was these girls was fighting, they were pulling each other's weaves off, like ripping their hair. And this man Darrell like grabbed it and just wore it for like the rest of the for like a week, I think, pretty sure. This man was toxic, bro.
That thing is wild. I remember this one time I remember exactly who the people were. I was in home ec class, the cooking class, and it was called Intro to Foods. And these two were chirping at each other, sitting at the table, chirping at each other the whole class period. And the white boy and a black boy. The white boy said something like, started talking about dude's mom, or said something racial, I think. It was the calmest fight I've ever seen. The black dude stands up out of his chair, and this is just like, we're quiet, we're just chilling, we're doing work, whatever. Stands up. It's like he's here and he's here at the same table. So he stands up, walks around to the other side of the table, and just bing, pops him, and then knock him out. But it hurt me, and I'm sitting there like, so he punches him and just walks out the door and goes to the office. Didn't say nothing to the teacher. Stands up, bah, hits him, and just gets up and walks out. And dude said, he went after him. He got up out the chair and went after him. I don't think they got in a fight after that, but it was the calmest I've ever seen somebody pissed off. He just mad, got up, punched him, and walked away. I was like, bro, there are not.
I've seen a couple of fights throughout my high school career. You feel me?
Apparently, you was in them too.
I'm also. I'm not a fighter. I don't really be fighting unless like really. It's like you, like unless you really piss me off. Like I'm not gonna fight you.
And here's why I'm not. Like I'm a big guy, right? But I'm not.
You feel bad you're gonna knock him out too easily. You feel bad you're gonna pick him up and kill him by accident.
I'm gonna feel bad when I cause an earthquake. When he knocks me out, I'm gonna be on the floor shaking the whole world. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not. Look. I've never been in. Listen, I'm a big guy. I've never been in a fight. I've been in a couple squabbles. You know what I'm saying? Like this
like chirping. Over here, like
this kid in middle school. Like he was messing with me one day in science class, and you know what I'm saying. He took a stapler to my back, but like it didn't like connect. But I was just like, what the heck? Why is this man pressing the stapler against my back? And so he was over here talking to his buddies, and I walked over and I punched dude square in his back. I didn't even turn him around or nothing. I just punched him right here in the back. And then he turned around and punched me in my face. And I wasn't, how you get angry and you start crying when you're angry. You one of those people? Like, yeah. I was just like, and I just walked away. And that was it. We didn't even get in trouble. I don't think anybody really knows it happened.
So what you're telling me is that for the rest of your time, you were known as the bitch that got punched in the face and ain't do nothing about
it? This is the same kid.
You're not gonna hit me in my fist and expect it. I'm not gonna hit back.
I accidentally kicked this kid in his face once with a steel-toed boot.
Oh. Never mind. I take that back.
It was
take that back. Immediately take it back.
Well, it was an accident. It was an accident. I'm serious. It was like 6th grade. Who has that type of toxic energy in 6th grade?
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that just be fighting like straight third grade, like for what? Y'all like children.
Well, here's the story. You know, like I've done some dumb stuff in my life, bro. Anyway, I'll tell that story in a second. You know how like the desks are, right? You ever done that thing where you just like, you lift yourself out your desk and just like swing your feet a little bit, just like holding yourself up in the desk? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I was doing that. I was just kind of chilling out, hanging out, and I was just like kicking my legs, pushing myself up to see how long I could hold myself, and I accidentally kicked him in his face. It was like right here. It left a black and blue mark on his thing, on his face, right there. It wasn't on purpose. I swear on my life, it wasn't on purpose. And we didn't get in trouble. Nobody knew it happened. I got in trouble one time in middle school, and this is a dumb story, bro. I was such a good kid in middle school and high school. Like I did not get in trouble. I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble. This one time,
I didn't get in trouble until high school. So
this one kid in middle school. So I sat in the back of the classroom, the back. So in my middle school, all of your 4 core classes, so like science, history, math, and English, were all in like what they were called pods, right? So there's like 4 classrooms in one square, and there's no doorway, there's no door. So it's like open all around. You can just like when we would get up and go from class to class around like I don't even know how to describe it. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Can I? Does Apple have a paint feature anywhere?
No idea.
I wish I could draw you a picture. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not. Okay, so picture like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Anyway, 4 classrooms all connected. There's no doors, right? There's like the walls. You got walls basically on all 4 sides, but there's openings to go into each classroom. So you just go in a circle.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm in geography class in 7th grade, and then English class is right here next to me. So I'm in the back of the classroom, closest to the entranceway to the next classroom. And at the top, the walls were open, so all the sound carried everywhere. So we're in geography class, and a fly. I'm trying to kill it. I'm sorry. So we're in geography class, and the English class is being loud. And since I'm the last person in the row, my teacher said, "Hey, Alvin, can you go over here to the other classroom and just, ask the teacher if they could keep it down because we're trying to focus on the work." So I walk into class, and this dude, I remember his name too. Remember his little ratoncito face. He said to me, "Get to the back of the bus." I didn't do nothing. I ain't even say nothing to dude. And he said, "Get to the back of the bus." Are you frozen?
Hear me? Oh my God.
I can hear you now, but you're still frozen.
I must look. So my screen's went black.
Yeah.
But I could see us on the bottom, like on the like 2.
Yeah, that's happened before too. But anyway, so he said, "Get to the back of the bus," and I was like, "Huh? I'm sorry. I didn't even think about my actions. I didn't even get in trouble. I don't know how because teacher saw me. I don't know. But I grabbed him by his hair. He's a little redhead kid. I remember everything about him. Grabbed him by his hair and just chucked him out of his desk. I didn't hit him. It was nothing else. Grabbed him by his hair and threw him out of his desk. And I walked up to the teacher and said, "Hey, our teacher wants to know if you guys could just keep it down. We're trying to do this lesson." And then I walked back into my class and sat down.
Like nothing happened. He said, "Get back to the bus."
That was
Anyways, can you just keep it down a little bit?
Him, boom, threw him out of his desk, walked up to the teacher, said what I need to say, walked out. That's it. That's all that happened. So the one time I got in trouble in middle school, well, it was in science class. Everything happened in science class. I was in science class, and some kids be acting up for substitutes, right? So we had a substitute this day, and I was a good student, but I was a little immature. So people was wilding out for the substitute, and I was trying to keep them down, like keep them quiet, like, "Hey, we got to do our work." At least this is the memory I created for myself. I might have been acting up, but I swear on my life that I was just trying to help the sub. and just trying to keep everybody quiet. But the teacher, because again, this was the same setup, all the classrooms were connected. The English teacher across the way, she heard my voice and wrote my name down. So she wrote all the voices she heard from all the students who were cutting up that day in class. She wrote all of our names down for our actual teacher when he came back. And he came back and he was pissed at everybody because we was all cutting up for the sub. And he called my name and he gave me detention. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you I was so scared to get a detention, bro, because I'm a good student, right? I don't get in trouble. You know, my parents expected certain things of me and straight A and everything, you know, like that. So getting detention, I thought was literally going to be my death. So I am boo-hooing to the teacher. In the middle of the day, he pulled me out of the classroom, I'm talking tears pouring out of my eyes because I was so scared about what would happen for me getting a detention with my family. I did not tell my parents I had a detention until the day of. I was
You're gonna be wondering, like,
and I cried the morning of, knowing I had to stay after school and have detention. I was bawling in the morning, and I remember walking into the bathroom. My dad was shaving or brushing his teeth or something. I'm dad, I have to tell you. So you know, kids can't never say nothing without the, you know, they be doing a whole ab workout when they're crying. I can't tell you thing, right? So I'm doing the whole routine, the whole tears, crying. I think you're frozen again, by the way. I don't know what's good with your Wi-Fi, but anyway, I'm crying my eyes out, just a mess. And my dad, he didn't make a big deal about it. I mean, he was upset that I got in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't tripping about it like I thought he was going to be. But I was really worried that was going to be the end of my life right there. Chinese Wi-Fi just kicked him out, so he'll be back in a second. Those of you who are watching, what's your favorite story from high school or middle school or your careers? You know, your schooling. Do you have a favorite story or something that you've seen?
yeah,
Back. Never mind. Still put it in the comments. Let us know your favorite story from high school about any type of craziness that happened. But anyway, I was doing the whole rigmarole, the whole crying, tears, boo-hooing, telling my dad. He didn't make a really big deal about it, but yeah, that was the one time I got in trouble. That was 8th grade. I never got in trouble another day of my life.
I've had a couple of detentions that my parents don't know about, just because you know what I'm saying, just happened, and then a couple of detentions that they do know about, but I'm not gonna get into that. It doesn't matter.
I got mad lunch detentions in 6th grade from math class because I never did my math homework. So
I was such a I was such a good kid that when there was a one time that I had ISS, right? No, not ISS. I had lunch detention. Fuck yeah, and like I had to go up to the ISS room and just have lunch detention there. And I got my food, you know, went up to stay there for lunch detention. And I was such a good kid. I was like, they literally asked me, like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I was something stupid, you know, something small." They're like, "All right," like to get something like a detention for being a good kid. It's like, but I don't know if you still want me to do them. I have a couple of one gotta go things, but before I do that, I was
just ready to respond to that message and just tell you whenever. I don't got nothing else, so whenever you're ready.
But I have when I was little in Puerto Rico.
I'm Puerto Rico.
We had these neighbors that like we were cool with, kinda, and then at one point like we weren't allowed to talk to them, for some reason. But like before that happens, you know, we were coolies and you hang out, you know, do whatever. And like we.
Bro, what is good with your Wi-Fi, bro? You got to connect that computer to the Ethernet. I hope you're going to start this story over because I don't have no idea what you're saying right now. If you're talking, you got kicked out. It's just going to be a second, guys. He'll be right back. One moment, please. Hey, all right, he's back and he's on his phone instead of his computer.
Am
All right.
Pod's connected?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There you go. All right, cool. All right, so what I was saying. Let's do this. There you go. Okay.
Back
Can
like
you
you
hear
never.
me? Everything good now?
You're good. I can hear you.
All right. So, fuck this Wi-Fi in the computer too. What are you talking about? I'm old boys. Oh, not disconnected. Anyways, we had beef here and there. There was the one time we were throwing they were across from like this abandoned house. It was like broad daylight, and it wasn't like in the middle of nowhere. So like abandoned house wasn't like terrifying or anything. But they were across. We were throwing rocks, like just ducking, just throwing rocks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. And my brother was on like the older brother's team, and he ran like over there to like get back, and he threw a rock at my brother's eyebrow, and he had to get stitches and stuff. So we had problems like that all the time. So there's a one time where we were in the park next to our house, and this man, one of the medium brother or whatever, the middle brother, he had this big ass pole for no reason. I don't know what was happening, but he like hit my brother in the stomach with it. I don't know if it was by accident, whatever. But he hit my brother in the stomach, and I was like, yo. And like my sister went to say something. She was on a bike, and she went to say something, and this man like pushed her off the bike. And I was like, oh no, so I socked him. I socked him in the jaw, bro. He got me tight.
My sister one time my grandparents in New York, they for some reason somehow they had bamboo growing at their house in their backyard, and we used to play with it all the time. So we was playing hockey, like with a ball or I don't know, imaginary hockey with these bamboo sticks, right? And my sister swung her bamboo stick hockey racket thing. What do you call it? A hockey stick. Her bamboo pole and cracked me right here, right in my face. I was so mad, bro. I don't even think she got in trouble for that, but it was bleeding. I think it was bad. That was the most trouble I got in growing up was because me and my sister were fighting. That was the most trouble I ever got in. All right, you got your one goes.
I do. These are they're there's no exact like only food or only this. They're just but it's called for grown folks only. So this first category is black comedies, and I'll go black comedians and stuff like that. So okay, so the first one gotta go is black comedies. All right. Martin, The Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or A Different World?
This is easy. So I'm keeping The Cosby Show because it's iconic. No matter how trash of a person Bill Cosby may or may not be, he is one of my favorite stand-up comedians. He is one of my favorite stand-up specials ever, and Bill Cosby himself. It's hilarious. And The Cosby Show is iconic. So you can't get rid of that, right? Without The Cosby Show, you don't have a lot of black TV. And I just yesterday started rewatching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and forgot how fantastically funny it is. I love it. So I can't get rid of either of those two. So that puts me between Martin and A Different World. Now, I have not watched a ton of episodes of either A Different World or Martin. Take my black card if you want it, but I just haven't. But of the episodes that I've seen of both, I enjoy the episodes of Martin way more than I do A Different World. Now, what you have to be careful is if you get rid of The Cosby Show out of those four shows, you can't get rid of the Cosby Show because you wouldn't have a different world without the Cosby Show because that's a spinoff. You can get rid of a different world because you don't really need it for anything in the Cosby Show, but the Cosby Show or the different world is a spinoff of a different world. So for me, a different world's got to go because it's the one that I've seen the least. But for some, that might be a little different.
I'll say different world also because I've never really seen a different world. I've seen some of the Cosby Show. I've seen a lot of Martin and French the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I haven't seen a different world like that. So I'll just say that you feel me.
It's got to go.
Whatever.
It's got to go.
All right, black comedians now. One gotta go.
Now this is the one that I know. I already know I'm going to be upset.
Martin
Lawrence. Okay.
Martin, Bernie Mac, Kevin Hart, or Eddie Murphy?
That's actually easier than I thought it would be. Eddie Murphy's Raw and Delirious, two of the best stand-up comedy specials in the history of ever. Bernie Mac is a legend. He's a GOAT. He's only really had one stand-up comedy set, one special, and it wasn't even an hour solo special. He was part of the Real Kings of Hollywood, or Real Kings of, what do they call it? Real Kings of stand-up comedy, something like that. One of the funniest stand-up specials sets that I've ever seen. I love the Bernie Mac show. If you get rid of the Bernie Mac, you get rid of the Bernie Mac show. I can't do that. I watched it the whole series. Bernie Mac is a legend. You can't get rid of him. So that leaves Martin Lawrence and who? Who was the second one? I don't remember
who you said you get. Martin, Bernie, Kevin, and Eddie.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, and Kevin Hart's stand-up comedies. I've seen every single one of his specials except for the last one, which I fell asleep during. But I've actually seen Kevin Hart perform live. And you can't get rid of Kevin Hart. You just can't. So for me, in terms of stand-up, I've never seen Martin Lawrence do stand-up before. So if we're just talking about stand-up, I got to get rid of Martin. And if you put movies and everything that they've been in, Bernie Mac, Kevin Hart, and Eddie Murphy are all funnier in their movies than Martin Lawrence is. So, I mean, that's easy. Martin Lawrence is gone.
I'll just agree because I don't really want to think about it all that much because because All right, this one's mainly for you because I don't know a lot about any of these, but I know you do. So this is one gotta go R&B male groups.
Ooh.
All right.
I already know who the four you're gonna say is. Go ahead. Wait, let me guess them.
Jodeci.
Hold on, let me guess them. Boyz II Men, Jodeci. You're gonna say Drew Hill, and you're gonna say no, Blackstreet. Blackstreet's definitely not in that group, but those other three are probably there. Go ahead.
Those three are there: Jodeci, Drew Hill, Boyz II Men, and New Edition.
That's the one. Yeah. All right. Out of those four, the one that I love the most and have listened to the most, Boyz II Men, you got to keep Boyz II Men. Jodeci is Boyz II Men, but the adult version. So a lot of Boyz II Men songs are, what I'm saying, they're more love songs and stuff like that, like heartwarming songs. And Jodeci is like, Jodeci was about some adult conversations, and they, there's a meeting in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jodeci is they got Casey and JoJo, who are two of my, they spun off from Jodeci and did their own little thing, and they have some of my favorite R&B songs. They got a couple that I really enjoy, so I got to keep Jodeci for that reason, because if you get rid of Jodeci, you get rid of Casey and JoJo. And I'm keeping Drew Hill because without Drew Hill, you don't have Cisco and you don't have the thong song. And I love the thong song. I think it is a great song. I know almost every word. So you can't get rid of Drew Hill because then in that case you get rid of Cisco. So New Edition's got to go for me. I honestly don't think I know too many New Edition songs. Although if I think about it, I'll probably let me see. New Edition had Can You Woo! Can You Stand the Rain? You want me to get rid of Can You Stand the Rain? Oh no.
You get rid of whatever you want to get rid of.
And you, bro, that's the yeah. But then if you get rid of Jodeci, you got Come and Talk to Me. I really want to know you. So I'm getting rid of I'm getting rid of New Edition. Yeah, I gotta get rid of New Edition.
All right.
That was tough.
I don't know who I'm getting rid of. I don't know a lot about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip that one. All right. There's a little delay on this, but it's all right because of this dumbass thing. So one gotta go. Thanksgiving sides.
I think we did this one
All
before.
right.
Look good.
Shut your mouth. Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, candied yams, or stuffing.
Bro, get the mashed potatoes up out of there, bro. Don't even play. Okay. Here's the thing. Black household, Thanksgiving. Who's making the mac and cheese? That's what we need to know. Because mac and cheese is phenomenal. But if it's done wrong, you know what I'm saying? Don't put the wrong ingredients in the mac and cheese. You're going to ruin the whole experience for everybody. So I'm keeping the mac and cheese. And I love me some sweet potatoes. So candied yams has got to stay. They're not going nowhere. Mashed potatoes, I could live without mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? We don't really be eating mashed potatoes like that for Thanksgiving anyway. Stuffing, I love stuffing. Yeah. So mashed potatoes got to get up out of there. Now, if you keep the mashed potatoes and you put stuffing with the mashed potatoes, put some gravy on it, you know that's now we're talking. But mashed potatoes by themselves, you got to do too much. I'm off that. I'm cool without the mashed potatoes.
I don't really like mashed potatoes either, but I don't like stuffing. I despise stuffing.
That's a choice. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody likes it. That's a choice, but hey, it is what it is.
All right. Yeah, about 3 more for me. If I decide, maybe 4. We'll see. All right. I'll just skip that one. Do I? Yeah, fuck it. All right. I'll skip it. So then 3. All right. One gotta go. Classic Christmas movies.
Nah, I'm out, bro. I don't be watching movies like that, so
it's the easiest one. You just one.
I guarantee you I have not seen at least 2 of these. But go ahead.
Shut up. Home Alone. A Charlie Brown Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Or A Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, that's the one I'm getting rid of.
A Miracle on 34th Street? Yeah, I've never seen it. I'm going to go ahead and get yeah.
That's, yeah.
Easy, I don't Boom.
I don't have much to say about any of those topics. I mean, I've seen them, most of them. Home Alone, you know, that's a classic. The Grinch, that's a classic.
My favorite Christmas
song really
is that shoe one.
The Christmas Story?
No, the shoe. The shoe song? That's my favorite song.
Christmas Shoes?
Yeah.
That's a sad case. That's your favorite song. I'm gonna commit you to a yeah. You need to go to therapy right after this is your favorite Christmas song. Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for Mama, please. She's been sick for quite a while, and know these shoes.
You're done. That's enough. That's enough.
When Mama meets Jesus tonight, bro. Nah, that song gotta go.
I figured I should do it on my fucking phone.
All right.
But 2 more. If I just, yeah. All right, 2 more. One gotta go Michael Jackson songs. All right.
This is gonna be tough for you.
It is gonna be tough for me. Okay. Billie Jean, Rock with You. That's an automatic stay. I don't care. That's staying. Beat It or Thriller?
Beat it. Beat it can beat it.
Beat It. Beat It can go. See, it's not that hard for me.
Because you can't. Okay. So let me break it down. Rock with You. If you're getting rid of Rock with You, I don't rock with you. Okay. It's a great song. The song is a bop. It's a vibe. The music video is iconic with the sparkly suit with the green lighting in the background. I mean, that's a great song. You can't get rid of it. Thriller. I don't like the Thriller song necessarily, but like if you did not have Vincent Price doing the darkness falls across the land, the midnight hours close at hand. If you don't have that part in Thriller would low key be trash. And if you didn't have the video, Thriller would probably low key be a trash song. But because you do have that, it's goated and you can't get rid of it. And what was the first one? Billie Jean. I mean, the bass line. The bass line alone, Billie Jean.
That shit hate.
Then you got ding, ding, ding. And in the video, he's walking on the ground and the steps they light up.
Yeah, and it lights up. Yeah.
Come on, bro. You can't get rid of that. But what's the one I'm getting rid of?
Beat It.
Beat It. Yeah, Beat It's got to go. Just beat it. Nah, I don't care. That can go. Just
right.
beat it.
The last one is probably going to be the hardest for you. For you. I don't care. But
I'm ready.
one got to go. Beyonce songs.
We did this.
I don't listen to Beyonce, but I do know these songs. Shut up. Anyways. So do you want me to do it or not? Because apparently you
Go ahead. I was just waiting for you.
That's what I thought. Love on Top, Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, or Formation.
Whoa. Okay. Love on Top, you got to keep. Okay. It's on the 4 album. It is an incredible song. She sings about 16 different keys. And they're all sung from her chest voice. Now, does she actually sing them, or do they just modulate up a key with the instrumentation? You know what I'm saying, with the electronics? I don't know. Either way, it's impressive. It's a great song. Love it. Can't get rid of it. Formation, not my favorite song, but I did see the Formation tour. I saw Beyonce at the Formation tour, and so that memory of, and she came out in this black outfit. They had the big hats on, and they came out. They would do this little thing. It was hot. And the lyrics
before you keep going, how does the Crazy in Love song go?
Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so
damn.
It's the one with Jay-Z. It's the one with Jay-Z. And here's why I'm definitely keeping that song. I don't care about the song very much. Have you ever watched the music video? Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question, Cheney. Do you find Beyonce attractive?
No. Not on live, at least. Not while we're live. That's when I find Beyonce the least attractive.
When we are on the podcast live?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. The Crazy in Love video, yeah, we gotta keep her just for that. Yeah, she yeah. But Single Ladies, dang. And Hove has a tough verse in Crazy in Love too. His verse is pretty fire. Dang. For me, it's either Formation or Single Ladies. And honestly, I'm probably getting rid of Single Ladies because it's low key kind of an annoying song. I'm not a huge fan.
That's why I'm getting rid of Single Ladies. I'm sick of it at this point. It's just that.
Got the, you know.
How does Love on Top go? I think I know what it is, but I want to know.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can you see the glow on? Finally, you put my love on top. You put my love on top.
Oh, you're the one I love. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
That's Love on Top. You got to keep that song. That song is fire. Actually, that whole album, she don't have too many misses on that album. It's the 4 album. She does not have many misses on there. I would listen to that top to bottom. Matter of fact, I'm about to buy the vinyl. Where I find that real quick? That's why I get on Facebook. Right. I've been looking for new records, and I think if they got the 4 album on vinyl, look, Amazon knows they're listening to me. They don't have it. I'm not okay. I'm so sick. Oh, wait, there's the album.
Beyonce, bro. That was just so dumb.
So what?
Right. Well, that is all the questions. Well, I mean, for now. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, like I said from the beginning, this is going to be talking about a lot of random stuff because it could be whatever. So this has been another episode of AfroLatinos. Make sure you check us out on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. We'll see you on Tuesday.
And Chandler.
Great. You not even listening. Stupid. We will see y'all again on Tuesday for a new episode of You Think You Know. Make sure to find this podcast and You Think You Know on all digital podcast platforms.
And Chandler.
This has been your co-host, Alvin.
And Chandler. Okay.
Have a good day.